welcome back to another video. So today I'm super excited to show you guys the new palette I just got. If you watched my video before, I did a haul, so I showed you guys like what new palettes I got, and I got one of the newest Huda Beauty palette. It's called Empowered, and let me tell you, this palette is gorgeous. I just really wanted to play a lot with this palette and just make it my own and create my own creation. I try to look at other people's work, like how they did it, like what colors they use, and I kind of just wanted to do everything combined, you know, and just make it my style. So I created this and I'm super in love with it. Cool feature I like about this palette is that this is actually a barcode. Like for the longest I was trying to decide like what is this, like I was just trying to see like what it was until I saw a makeup tutorial using this palette. That's when I learned like what it was. So it's actually a barcode. I've been trying to scan it and I don't know, for some reason it's just not scanning. I don't know if it's really a barcode. That's what it says on the palette. It says something like that too, but whenever I scan it, it doesn't go. So I don't know. All right guys, I'm gonna let y'all see how I created this look, but before you leave, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment down below, and turn on your notifications so you never miss any of my future videos. And thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time. Alright, so we're going to start off priming our eyes, of course. I'm going to use my Urban Decay Eyeshadow Primer. This is so amazing, and you could use a brush or you could use a sponge, and it usually helps set the primer into my eyelids. Now I'm going to use my beautiful Empowered Huda Beauty palette, and I'm going to go in with the shade Keep It Going. I'm using this as my transition shade. It's very light, but it's definitely buildable. You guys can see like the more I apply, the more intense the shade gets, which is really, really nice. It also blends like a dream, which is definitely a plus. So moving on, I'm gonna go in with the shade Big Dreams. So this is more like a mauve color, like a light kind of dark gray smoky kind of purple, and I'm gonna apply it in my outer corners because I really want to have something dark in my outer corners. So I'm gonna use this kind of like my transition shade. Moving on to my next shade, I'm gonna go in with Confident, which is a dark purple. It's more like a purple brown, but it's very intense, and I'm already obsessing with how this looks. Moving on to my first shimmer, I'm gonna go in with Envisionary. So I definitely did not apply glitter glue, and you guys could tell that it wasn't as noticeable. Like it was very, very light. So I definitely went in with some glitter glue, and you could definitely tell the difference. Like you could see a little bit more shimmer. That happens a lot with shimmers that are not as powerful. Like it definitely needs some help. So the glitter glue was definitely a good help for this. Now for my second shimmer, I'm gonna go in with Charisma, which is that beautiful, beautiful gold. Like when I tell you that this gold was so freaking beautiful, like it looked like glitter. Like you know how glitter is like a little bit more intense than shimmer? It kind of looked like it, but it didn't feel like it. Like it was so smooth, and it just looked so beautiful, and together everything looked so amazing. Now I'm gonna go in with Purpose, which is that dark eyeshadow, and I've never done this before, so this is literally my first time, but I'm using it as a eyeliner. It's not cream, it's not like anything like that. It was actually just eyeshadow, but it was so pigmented, and I've seen a lot of people use it, so I really wanted to try it, and it was not messy at all. Like it was really, really good. Now that my eyelashes are applied, I'm going to move on to my face. So I'm using my e.l.f. primer to prime my face. I honestly feel like this e.l.f. primer is a dupe for the Milk primer. I don't know if other people think like that or other people said that, but I really feel like it's a really good dupe. So if you don't want to spend like $30 on the Milk primer, definitely try the e.l.f. because e.l.f. lately has been like running this game. Like they've been so good lately, and I'm obsessing over them. Now that I'm done priming my face, I'm going to move on to my Airbrush Flawless Foundation. And I know you guys know that I love my Huda Beauty foundation, but this one is so freaking good. Like I look like a filter. It sits so nice. It doesn't feel heavy at all. Whenever I finish, like I put all my setting powder, everything, it looks amazing. Like obsessing over this foundation. Definitely go try it out. For concealer, of course, I'm using my e.l.f. concealer. Like I'm telling you guys, it blends so good. It doesn't leave any patchiness. I feel like the shade is perfect. I'm telling you, e.l.f. really has been surprising me. Like you might think that it's a cheap, affordable brand and they don't have good products, but they really do. Moving on to a bronzer, I'm using my Fenty Beauty Cream Bronzer in the shade Macchiato. I love this bronzer so much, but I do have a new bronzer, which you guys will see in my next video. But of course, hands down, Fenty Beauty is the best, and I love all the products so freaking much. It also blends so smooth and it's definitely buildable, which I love. And now to set my face, well, I'm going to actually set my eyes with the One Size setting powder, and I'm using this to just make sure that I don't have any creasing under my eyes, and I'm also going to use this to sculpt my contour. It doesn't have any flashback when I take pictures, so that's a plus. And now I'm going to go in with my powder bronzer from Jaclyn Hill. It smells so heavenly, but I like to apply this right on top of my cream bronzer just so that it can kind of like get a little bit more intense and last longer. Now I'm gonna go in with the shade Purpose, which was that black eyeshadow, and I'm gonna put it on my bottom waterline just so it can help build this look and just make it a little bit more intense and noticeable. Now to set my face, I'm gonna go in with my Sephora Microsmooth foundation powder. Well, it's actually setting powder, but I'm gonna use this especially to like matte my face and make sure I don't get oily throughout the day. Now I'm going to go in with my NYX lip liner. I'm going to put the shade name of my lip liner and my lip gloss down below so you guys can see. And I really do enjoy the lip liner, especially the NYX one. I feel like it's very creamy and it's not like matte or drying. It's very, very creamy and it lasts a long time. So I'm just going to do kind of like an ombre lips, which I love doing. And I'm also going to top it with some gloss because, you know, your girl loves some glossy lips. I probably should do matte, but I'll probably do that in my next video. And now I'm just gonna set my face with some setting spray, and we're done for today's look. Thank you so much for watching. Before you leave, please don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.